talk Election Day now. All eyes on Virginia. Why? Well, because it's shaping up to be one of the biggest tests for Democrats in the post-Trump era.
Recent polling suggesting this race is neck and neck, and over 1 million residents have already cast their ballot through early voting. Here to discuss is Democratic candidate for governor of Virginia and former governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe. Welcome, Governor McAuliffe. We appreciate you being here with us. And you just heard us talk about the latest polls. They indicate this is an extremely tight race. How are you feeling heading into tomorrow?
Well, we feel great. The early vote was 1.2 million, so a huge turnout we've seen in the early vote, and have a nice lead in the early vote. But we got to get folks to come out tomorrow. We knocked on 275,000 doors this weekend, so huge enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. And Amy, I think because people know that, you know, as governor before, I got us out of an economic crisis. We need to do it again. I created 200,000 jobs. Personal income went up 14%. And we reduced unemployment in every city and county. Now with COVID, we got to lean in. I'm really focused on women in the workforce because, as you know, 5.4 million women have lost their job during COVID. So raise the minimum wage, getting paid sick leave, family medical leave, big issues for me. And I think really a lot of excitement from the voters who want to see Virginia move forward. And you know, we don't want to go back. As you know, I'm running against someone who doesn't believe in a woman's right to choose, doesn't believe in gay marriage, doesn't believe humans contribute to climate change. And, you know, we're done with all that. We need to move forward in a unified way, get everybody in. A lot of Republicans have endorsed me because they know I'll bring folks together in a bipartisan way and move this state forward. Record investment in education, getting teacher pay above the national average for the first time ever. I'm excited about these big plans I have out there.
All right, you're talking about you feel great, you're enthusiastic, but you're in a state that that Trump lost big, but you're neck and neck in most of all of the polling. Why?
Yep. Well, TJ, as you know, this is not a presidential turnout year. This is an off year. So it's the governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and our House of Delegates. So if you look at the history of our state for 44 years, the party that wins the White House, the other party wins the governor's mansion. I'm the only person to break it in 44 years. I won in 13. Of course, President Obama won in 12. So we've got to get enthusiasm up. And, you know, Donald Trump is coming tonight and doing the final rally for Glenn Youngkin. And we went through the hatred and division 4 years of Donald Trump. So I think people don't want to see this. Trump said the other day that he will control Glenn Youngkin when he's governor. And you know, we know what that means with the Trump Supreme Court. We'll roll back a woman's right to choose. It's very dangerous. Look what's happened in Texas. I mean, women's lives are at risk. Doctors being threatened with jail time. I worry about that. And I was a brick wall to protect women's rights. The last time I was governor, I kept all my 16 women's clinics open. So people want to go forward. So I think, TJ, you're going to see I will predict, and you can have me back Wednesday, I predict it will be the largest non-presidential turnout in the history of Virginia.
Well, he just made it very easy for our bookers. You already said you're coming back on Wednesday, so we'll hold you to it.
Now,
yeah, I probably got my people upset, but that's okay.
You mentioned a lot of the issues in this race, but one of the key issues is education. We just heard you call your opponent dangerous. What do you want to do for education, and what are you afraid he might do?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm calling for a $2 billion investment, raising teacher pay above the national average, getting every child broadband access. I talk about getting the at-risk 41,000 3- and 4-year-olds, getting them pre-K. I'll put a scholarship in place to diversify our teacher base. I'll pay room, board, and tuition for any student if he'll teach 5 years here in Virginia. And what I worry about on my opponent Glenn Youngkin's education plan, he said day one masks come off and no teachers required to be vaccinated. That is very dangerous to send your first grader to school and the teacher's not vaccinated and not wearing a mask. We've already seen 1,142 of our children in hospital with COVID. We just lost 2 11-year-olds. So he's an anti-vaxxer. I'm not. I believe everybody, doctors, nurses, teachers ought to be vaccinated. I think that's common sense. Your job as governor is to keep your citizens safe. I built a robust, great economy before. I'll do it again. So, you know, I got more energy today than the day I was born. I am excited to get back in and do this job again, make Virginia #1 in all these different categories.
Democratic candidate for governor of Virginia and former governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe. Thank you. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, right. Thanks, thanks, TJ.
Win or lose now, Governor. Win or lose.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're going to win. We're going to win. Go.
Well, hey there. there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.